Hey, Rob here, and coming up I'll give you my thoughts on Diablo Cody and Jason Reitman's new movie, Young Adult, starring Charlize Theron.
And I are meant to be together, and I'm here to get him back.
I'm pretty sure he's married with a kid on the way.
No, kid's here. I'm cool with it. I mean, I've got baggage too.
I would keep all of this to yourself. I would find a therapist.
Welcome to RB&D Reviews. Last Christmas, there were a lot of movies that were competing for audiences' attention as well as their bucks. Young Adult was one of the movies that really didn't make a lot of money at the box office, which is kind of understandable because it's not a cheery animated film, nor is it a emotional war film, nor is it a sequel to a very successful series. It's a dark comedy drama where Theron plays Mavis, a recently divorced 37-year-old egocentric writer of teen books, and while experiencing writer's block, she receives an email from her old high school boyfriend Buddy, which attaches a picture of his newborn daughter. Believing that she and Buddy are meant to be together, Mavis returns to her hometown in Minnesota to get Buddy back, despite the fact that he's now happily married, and he, as I just mentioned, he just had a baby daughter.
Can I help you find something?
I'm going to a rock concert with an old flame.
Let's show him what he's been missing.
No, he's seen me recently. He knows. But his wife hasn't seen me in a while, so...
She'd run into many of her former high school mates, like the high school geek Matt, played by Patton Oswalt. Now, this is writer Diablo Cody's third script, and it's quite different from her first two movies. Juno, which I liked, but I felt like she tried too hard to make the characters a little too quirky and cool. And Jennifer's Body, which was a horror comedy that I really didn't care that much for. I think Young Adult is probably her more mature and possibly best script that she's written so far. All the characters seem like real people because they have more depth to them. And unlike the previous first two films, the acting is not over the top. And Theron is a person who was, she was somebody that was very popular in high school, who thinks she's better than everyone else, and she lives in her own world and refuses to face her problems, like those characters I see on talk shows that I can't stand, where they think they're better than everyone else. But deep inside, she is kind of an unstable, depressed individual. I really like Patton Oswalt's character, Matt, who is constantly being beaten up in high school for being a nerd, and he is one of the few characters in this movie who's kind of like the voice of reason. He's a character that I guess Charlize Theron's character Mavis would never have hung out with during high school, but the two of them sort of become buddies as she shares with him his plans on how to get Buddy back, and he's like, no, you're nuts, you need help, and all that. I really liked Young Adult. While it's not a laugh-out-loud comedy, I did get some chuckles here and there, and Reitman, I think, did a good job at helping develop the idea that the town and her fellow high schoolers have moved on while she's still kind of living in the past. I think he really did a very good job in the first few moments of the film showing what Mavis's life is like without using any dialogue. The movie is not for everyone. I've been saying that a lot lately with a lot of the last few movies I've seen, but this movie really isn't for everyone because some characters do not change, some parts of the movie are depressing, and Theron's character is not someone you are supposed to care for. But you know what? Dark comedies are not meant to be a happy time at the movies. Usually they're supposed to, they'll talk about how absurd and unfulfilling life really is, and some films talk about how life is a cold, cruel joke.
You have a reservation?
No.
Is that a dog in your bag?
Nope.
We actually allow small pets with a cleaning deposit.
Good, because I have a small dog in my vehicle.
But, her character is not somebody that you are supposed to root for like you wouldn't expect in a more lighter film. But I definitely enjoyed Young Adult. If it's still playing by you, I'd say give it a shot. But, I mean, it is not a laugh-out-loud comedy, but it is... I really liked watching her character because I thought she was one of those characters that you really aren't supposed to like, and you're hoping in the end that something will happen to her, and in a way it kind of does. So that's my review of Young Adult, and I'm going to open the comment box to you guys. Give me your thoughts on the movie if you have seen it, or any feedback for this channel. Thanks for watching.